Policy that limits asylum seekers from coming to the country will, in fact, continue.
The nation's highest court voting on the Trump-era policy yesterday. Pix 11's Kieran Dillon joining us live from Midtown Manhattan with more on this ruling. Kieran.
Hi guys, good morning. Well, Title 42 was voted on yesterday by the Supreme Court. It was supposed to expire the policy on December 21st, but a stay that was placed on it last week has now been extended, and the policy will remain in effect at least until this spring. The Supreme Court justices voted 5-4 to continue the Trump and pandemic-era policy. It's estimated Title 42 has prevented more than 2 million asylum seekers from entering the U.S. on the grounds of preventing the coronavirus from spreading. The policy was set to expire until a group of Republican attorney generals fought to keep it alive, though the Biden administration was expected to wind it down. Now, some are calling the policy anti-immigrant and anti-American.
Seeking refuge and seeking asylum in the United States is people's legal right. It's our legal and moral obligation to allow folks refuge in this country. This is completely horrific that the Supreme Court would stay Title 42 and not allow it to be lifted. And we call on President Biden to actually do the right thing here and ensure that folks who are seeking asylum in this country can do so.
Some immigration advocates have said the policy no longer applies since coronavirus treatments continue to improve. Meantime, thousands of migrants have gathered on the Mexican side of the border trying to find shelter. And here at home, many have been arriving at Port Authority by bus since the spring. Most have been sent by Republican governors who say states should share the responsibility of dealing with the surge of migrants. But even with Title 42 ongoing, city leaders say the influx will continue.
Buses are still arriving at Port Authority, so it's not as if there's nobody coming across, number one. We do not have any major federal money. We have something, 100 million, 200, up to 800 million, we don't know. But that's not enough. It's costing us $1 billion for these families.
So the Supreme Court will hear arguments on Title 42 in February or March. That's when the justices will decide whether Republican states even have the right or the ability to defend the policy when it is actually a federal policy.